And we say good morning to you. We're broadcasting live at American Import and Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program. We're here in Johnson City on this Monday, final week to get her done, Christmas shopping, because a week from today it's all over, be Christmas Day. So we say good morning to you. We are here again, and we got lots to talk about, a lot of folks to talk with here on the show, including the owner, of course, Tim Smith, American Import and Auto Repair. Also, we're going to be joined by Joe Vento from the Johnson City Press. He's going to give us a call, and we're going to get the update on the brand new football coach at East Tennessee State, Randy Sanders from Morristown, Tennessee, coming to town, former quarterback for the Tennessee Volunteers, and guy's got a great resume with him, and so he'll be coming to town after he helps Florida State in their bowl game, and then he'll be ready to roll and hit the ground running. So we'll hear from Joe a little bit later in the show about that. Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR fans reporter, he'll join us at the top of the hour, give us the very latest what's going on in NASCAR. It's a busy time, even though we're winding things down, getting ready for the getting ready for Christmas. And we got, I think I sit down and counted 62 days, if I ciphered right. He'll correct me if I'm wrong. I got 62 days to the Daytona 500, so it's not that far away for the 2018 season. Also, John Wood's going to join us from The Light, 106.9, great Christian station that covers the area and from Western North Carolina. So we will talk to John Wood a little bit later on from The Light 106.9. Looking forward to being with him as well. So it's all good. And we're here again, live again at American Import and Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program. Here's a great stocking stuffer for you. And so it goes right here for $99. Here's what you want. If you're looking for something that for someone who's got everything you want, here's the stocking stuffer of choice, the Super Saver Maintenance Club. Again, this is good for 14 months from the date of purchase, so buy it today, put you into, February of 2019. How about that? It's only $99. Again, so this is what you get with the Super Saver Maintenance Club card. You get 4 free oil changes and 2 tire rotations. That right there would pay for your, easily pay for your Super Saver Maintenance Club. It's a $519 value. You can see it up here on the screen for $99. And so 4 oil changes. You get a $15 off a transmission flush. You get a tire repair, puncture, bead sealing service over the next 14 months. A free alignment. How about that? And so you can call for appointment. That comes with the card as well. You get 1 free alignment to be used when you want to. Also, $30 off any invoice over $300. Get a free wiper blade, the purchase of one, buy one, get one. Also, $10 off an AC system service. Here's a cool thing. It can be shared with multiple vehicles. So if you got somebody that has kids got in college, or you have someone in college, or a wife's car, a husband's car, grandma's car, mother-in-law's car, whatever, this is how you can roll with this thing. And so this is good for 14 months from the date of purchase. So if you bought one this week, again, this is good through, make sure I'm doing this right, February of 2019. That's pretty strong right there. For $99, you know things will go up between now and February of 2019, but this stays the same. It's called the Super Saver Maintenance Club. It's for $99. And again, if you bought all this, it's a $519 value, and they sell them all day long. They sell them a lot at Christmas time, especially if you got a kid in college or someone with a multiple vehicle family. So I can use it on mine. You can, and somebody else could use it. Well, I'm not in that situation, but if he's married, then the wife could use it, the kid could use it, whoever. It can be shared with multiple vehicles, so something to consider. And again, it's the Super Saver Maintenance Club, only $99 here again, as we said, at American Import and Auto Repair. We'll take our first break, come right back. We'll break down college football over the weekend. We have bowl games, including the only one that really mattered is the one involving my alma mater, the Thundering Herd of Marshall. They got a big win over Colorado State. We'll break those down for you. And also, a lot of games coming up this week. Got one tomorrow night, and then another one on Wednesday. Then it really kicks in for Thursday and Friday. We'll tell you all about that. So it's the college football bowl season. It's here. It's crazy. And we'll run down that for you. Also, your NFL winners. That's all we'll give you is who won the games last night. And then we'll roll right into some college hoops and keep on trucking. But again, coming up in just a few minutes, Sean Whitten, the head football coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones, is going to join us by phone. He helped coach the Fellowship of Christian Athletes All-Star game at Emory and Henry on Saturday. And we'll let him tell us all about that. We got a big football banquet tonight in Elizabethton, so we'll check in with Coach Whitten coming up here in just a little while. It is 11:09. We got news, and we're very, very excited about this. Thanks to Darius Hensley. We're going to be broadcasting live at the Cove, the Billy Graham Training Center, on January the 22nd. Cannot wait to get over there and hang out with Will Graham, Billy Graham's grandson. Woo! He's going to have a crusade. They call it a celebration in April at Freedom Hall here in Johnson City. So we had a chance. we get a chance to meet Will Graham, Billy Graham's grandson, coming up here next week or next month. We'll be doing our show live from the Billy Graham Training Center at the Cove in Black Mountain, North Carolina, which is really cool. And again, Billy Graham's grandson, Will Graham, will be on the show, and that's even cooler. So this guy goes over the world like his granddaddy and his daddy, preaching the gospel. So, and speaking of, we're going to have John Wood a little bit later on the show. Cool station in Black Mountain, The Light 106.9. He's going to join us. He's the afternoon DJ. He's going to join us a little bit later in the show too, and promote the Christmas music you listen to on their station. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll jump in, talk college football. Show number 655. They said it wouldn't work on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
The 2018 Cal Calendar in now for a limited time at Chick-fil-A, The Crossings in North Johnson City. A 20th anniversary retrospective titled Steers of Yesteryear, including a card with a wide range of free food offerings across the Chick-fil-A menu. Only $8 plus tax, but hurry, supplies are limited. Each month gives you the chance to collect free Chick-fil-A menu items. The offers vary each month, but hurry, supplies are limited. The 2018 Chick-fil-A Steers of Yesteryear Calendar on sale now at Chick-fil-A at The Crossings in North Johnson City.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us tomorrow. We're taking the day off. Wednesday will be a Chick-fil-A. Thursday will be a champion. And then Friday, yet to be determined, we're going to be a Chick-fil-A on Wednesday. Giving away tickets to the Chick-fil-A Bowl between Auburn and Central Florida. So we'll tell you all about that. We'll be there in the lobby of Chick-fil-A. Of course, you are down to, there ain't many left, I can tell you that. I was over there over the weekend. Here it is, the Chick-fil-A calendar called Steers of Yesteryear. And this is it, $8 plus tax. Here's that card on the back that you can swipe to get free food all year long through Chick-fil-A at the crossings in North Johnson City. I know I was in there last Wednesday doing the show, and the guy walked in about 28. Times $8 a pop. I mean, they're going out of there like hotcakes. So if you're wanting a calendar, we're down to the crunch time, of course. A week from today is Christmas Day. So if you want a calendar, this is not one of those scare tactics. I'm just telling you, once they're gone, and this particular Chick-fil-A we're at every Wednesday, because of their sales, they get more than most Chick-fil-A's, but even they have a limit. So once they're gone, they're gone. Over the weekend, football games, let's run them down for you in the bowl games. Again on Saturday, the first game, the New Orleans Bowl, Troy beat North Texas 50-30. The Cure Bowl in Orlando on Saturday afternoon. Georgia State, a 27-17 win over Western Kentucky. By the way, hello to Scott Fuller watching at Summers Taylor. Hello, big dog. Met him a couple of weeks ago. He's a cool cat, and I like his son Mitchell a lot. So hello to Scott Fuller at Summers Taylor Paving Company watching today. Las Vegas Bowl, Boise State beat Oregon 38-28. As we said, only one that matters is my alma mater, the Thundering Herd of Marshall. Yeah, we are Marshall. You know, I got a new bell. It's out in the car. I forgot to bring it in. This thing's about wimpy. Marshall, again, goes to 8-5 to beat Colorado State 31-28. The Thundering Herd under Doc Holliday, 11-2 all-time in bowl games, and he's 5-0 in bowl games. So I think Holliday in his contract probably gets a little bonus as he hits a recruiting trail. We'll talk about that in a moment. This coming Wednesday, a huge day for college football recruiting. Also, Middle Tennessee State on Saturday beat Arkansas State 35-30 in the Camellia Bowl in Montgomery, Alabama. Nothing going on today. Tomorrow is the Boca Raton Bowl in Boca Raton, Florida, obviously. Akron, the Zips at 7-6 against Florida Atlantic 10-3. That would be, again, Mr. Kiffin's team. That'll be the Boca Raton Bowl tomorrow night on ESPN. Wednesday, the Frisco Bowl. Frisco, Texas. Louisiana Tech 6-6 against the Mustangs of SMU 7-5. 8 o'clock kickoff on Wednesday. Thursday, one game, the Gasparilla Bowl in St. Petersburg, Florida. Florida International at 8-4, taking on the Temple Owls at 6-6. Then on Friday, we got two bowls to tell you about. The famous Idaho Potato Bowl in Boise, Idaho. Central Michigan 8-4 against the Wyoming Cowboys 7-5. Then also on Friday, the Bahamas Bowl. That's one I don't want to be at. It's in Nassau, Bahamas, where it's warm and toasty. On Friday, 12:30 kickoff, University of Alabama, Birmingham 8-4 against Frank Solich and his Ohio Bobcats 8-4. Then you get into Saturday, 3 games in. It's unbelievable. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. But that's okay. These schools want to go, and they get money for it, and the fan base gets a chance to travel. Coming up on Saturday, the 1, 2, 3 ball games on Saturday beginning at noon. The Birmingham Bowl in Alabama, Texas Tech, the Red Raiders against the South Florida Bulls at 9-2. Armed Forces Bowl in Fort Worth, Texas on Saturday. San Diego State 10-2 and Army 8-3. Then the Dollar General Bowl in Mobile, Alabama, 7 o'clock Saturday night. Appalachian State Mountaineers from nearby Boone, North Carolina at 8-4, taking on Toledo 11-2. Then on Christmas Eve, the Hawaii Bowl in Honolulu, Hawaii. Fresno State takes on Houston. Fresno State 9-4. The Houston Cougars at 7-4, and they get you up to Christmas for the bowl. Of course, nobody plays on Christmas. I'm surprised they don't. I'm glad they don't, but they're not playing on Christmas Day. They'll pick back up on the 26th. We'll talk more about that coming up tomorrow. All right. Nick Saban frustrated about college football's early signing period, which takes place as a brand new one. We've told you this for the last 3 or 4 weeks. Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the 20th to the 22nd, is a brand new NCAA implemented early national signing date. Traditionally, there's that signing period kicked off for the first Wednesday in February. That still stands, but now there's a brand new one. And so Alabama coach Nick Saban has long been a vocal opponent of the early signing period. With the Crimson Tide ready to sign players next week, or this week, Saban was asked how his feelings have changed, if at all. He says, quote, 2 things happen. I see more players getting pressured by some schools to sign early so that they don't get an opportunity for maybe a bigger school later, which I don't think is in the player's best interest. A guy may have an opportunity to go to a place he's always wanted to go to, or maybe a Southeastern Conference school when he's getting pressured by another place to sign early. Then other guys are trying to make a decision about signing early or not signing early. And they have all these new coaches and new coaching staffs bum rushing them to get them to not do so that they have a chance to recruit them He says, I have not talked to one coach who's happy with this, not one, but it's going to happen anyway this coming Wednesday. And so the 20th, 21st, and 22nd, we'll see how it goes for Tennessee and, of course, Virginia Tech, our two local D1 universities. Of course, East Tennessee State, just getting a brand new coach. We'll talk to Joe Vento on the phone about that coming up here in just a few minutes. But, again, that is Saban's take. He said don't need it. It shouldn't be happening. It should be waiting to February for that traditional one day on the first Wednesday in February. So that's what Saban says, and there you go. He's entitled to his opinion. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to check in. Sean Witten, head football coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones, joins us next. We're live at American Import and Auto Repair. Check it out, the Super Saver Maintenance Club. This thing rolls, this thing rocks. It's for 14 months from today. Puts you at February 2019. Can be used on multiple vehicles. It's only $99. If you paid for everything on this card, you got to know between now and February of 2019, this stuff's going to go up anyway. So you lock yourself in for $99 instead of $519. 4 oil changes, including 2 tire rotations. You get a buy one, get one on wiper blades. You get discount on your air conditioning system service. You get $15 off on a transmission service or a flush. You have nitrogen put into your tires for free. You have a free car alignment between now and February of 2019. All this on this card. And as I said earlier, the oil change and tire rotation, 2 of those you paid for yourself over. And again, this can be used with multiple vehicles. So if you have a multiple vehicle family, this is the way to go. It's the American Import and Auto Repair Super Saver Maintenance Club. They've been selling the whiz out of these for stocking stuffers for Christmas. So they're down here and they're going to be open all the way through Saturday, of course, and then shut her down for the Christmas holiday. Quick break. We'll talk to Sean Witten next on show number 655 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE Master Technicians here with the ratio, goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop. So it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitat, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad-spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's go to the phone. Sean Witten's with us, the head football coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones. Good morning, Coach. How you doing?
Hey, Tom. Doing great. Thanks for having me on again.
Yeah, man. I love having you on. It's awesome. You got a chance to coach. It doesn't seem like it stops. You coached Saturday at the FCA, the Fellowship of Christian Athlete game in Emory and Henry. Tell me about it.
Well, it's another great opportunity to, see so many players throughout East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. You read the names in the newspaper, you hear the names, and, get a chance to coach with those guys. It's a great opportunity. We had 6 guys from Elizabethton play. Chandler Mullins, Ryan Wetzel, Dylan Norby, Lucas Holly, Cameron Harris, and Nestor Grubb. So just an opportunity to give those guys one more time to play as a Senior Bowl, and it's been a great opportunity to just get 50 guys from some teams and go out there and play. We had a successful game and ended up winning 34-23, and had an opportunity to get out there one more time and play in some great weather on December 16th.
I mean, those kids, you feel like some of those kids you saw Saturday can play on the next level next year in college football around there?
There's no question. Yeah, Tom, there's no question. The biggest thing you see is the size of offensive defensive linemen. I mean, the stout. We had several 300-pounders, and you see some guys you go up against. Some linemen from Science Hill, and then see the speed and how old country boys in Southwest Virginia. We had some pretty good sized linemen from D.C. County, Virginia. So it's just a great opportunity, and guys get to go get hits one more time. But ultimately, it's a Fellowship of Christian Athletes is what it's about, and just bringing guys together and playing football, but also learning that we give all the glory who we give the glory to, and come together. But Scott Allwood is a guy at Trinity Academy, does a great job of leading the West team, which is the team I was on, and he's just a great opportunity for those guys, and one more special game before they close their careers out.
We're talking to Sean Witten again, head football coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones. We're live here again at American Import and Auto Repair. Coming up next, Joe Vento is going to join us talking about the new hire, the new head coach of the East Tennessee State Buccaneers, Randy Sanders. Joe joins us. He covers the Bucs for the Johnson City Press. He'll be with us next here on the show. Coach, you early signing date. This had a story before I called you. Nick Saban says he doesn't like this early signing date. It's coming up this Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, the 20th, 21st, and 22nd. It's brand new by the NCAA, over and above the traditional first Wednesday in February. So as a high school coach, you've had your kids get recruited all the time. You like this early signing period, or you not like it?
Well, I don't think I like it. I think there just should be just one signing day, and I think they ought to move it up, to be honest with you, and make it, somewhere in January. I know they've been the first Wednesday of February every year, but it just to have 2 signing days, and whether or not you sign on the first signing date or not, if I have a scholarship opportunity and for some reason I don't sign it on December the 20th, the school has to still guarantee me that scholarship, or if I were to look around and see what other opportunities there might be to make sure I'm making the right decision, they can pull that scholarship, or, you just never know. Do I sign on December the 20th, and that rules me out, for another possibility to come through the door in January and February. So, what if I'm a late bloomer, or some guys end up signing some other places, and then a bigger school has an opportunity to come get me. So, it's just, it's a tough call for these guys. And then also in December, a lot of these guys aren't ready to make college choices. They're not ready to decide their academic choices. They're not ready to decide, where they want to go play football. You see a lot of coaching changes happen in December. You see a lot of things happen during the bowl season. You also have a lot of guys that haven't, have fully taken care of all their academics. So, if I sign in on December the 20th and something happens that I don't academically qualify, what happens to those scholarships? So there's a lot of diameter things that go on to, if a Division I kid signs on December 20th, he doesn't academically qualify, there's a scholarship for that Division I school. They can go out and give that scholarship to somebody else. But if I'm a kid that's already signed, there was an opportunity I might have. So I believe it should be just one opportunity. I think it'd be a less headache for a lot of coaches, and I can only imagine high school coaches that have multiple Division I players, because that'd be a tough task to keep up with.
We're talking to Sean Witten again, the Witten brothers, Ryan, Sean, and of course Jason. Big 82 had a big game last night, 4 catches, 47 yards. Cowboys beat the Raiders, and so that helps the Cowboys' chances to get into the playoffs. And so I think it's really cool. And I told you when I saw you here a couple nights back, the Jason Witten Humanitarian Award started by the NCAA. What an honor. Of all the guys that's ever played college football, they're going to name an award every year after your brother, and I just think that's really, really cool. And I know you do as well. And Bubby got a big win last night with the Cowboys, did he not?
Well, it was a great win, and keeps the playoff hopes alive. And if there's ever football is always a game of interest. Came down to the last play there, and Derek Carr just fumbled that diving for the end zone, hitting that ball on the pylon, and lost control of it. And a touchback. Cowboys win with 24 seconds left. So just keep the playoff hopes alive, and obviously they haven't had many playoff appearances. So if they have a chance to play a Seattle Seahawks and Philadelphia Eagles the last 2 weeks, and hopefully things work out for them. But you mentioned that award. You talk about every catch, every touchdown, consecutive starts. Playing for one of the greatest franchises in all of sports, Dallas Cowboys, and the opportunity he has to leave a legacy. That's what we all want to do, is leave a legacy. Whether you're on a team, a coach, a player, athletic director, a principal, whatever it may be, a teacher, you want to try to leave your legacy and your mark on your program or school or community, and just be able to have that asset. Jason was a recipient of the 2012 Walter Payton Man of the Year Award, and that's basically what this award is going to be. The Jason Witten Award is basically the college football player is basically the Man of the Year, and it's the same characteristics as the Walter Payton Award, and the guys that do it on and off the field in the community and leave an everlasting impact. And I think that speaks volumes to Jason's career after 15 seasons. And, you want to leave your mark. And like you said, Tom, how many people could they have named that after?
Exactly.
You probably mark those people off a list, and for them to choose Jason and what he's done in his foundation, and Jason Witten School Foundation, and JasonWitten82.com, and all the things he's done for outreach programs in Texas and in the state of Tennessee, it's pretty remarkable. So, it's pretty surreal that's your brother, especially being your baby brother, to make that happen. And, I think playing for the Dallas Cowboys has given him a platform that's, he's very, really taking advantage of it.
Giving me goosebumps sitting here hearing this. You're right. And, of course, it also tells me that a couple of folks stepped in and really helped out. That would be Coach Ryder and your grandma and your mama. And it was the Witten boys are special 3 gentlemen, I can tell you that. And so, Coach.
Well, Tom, I say it's just out there like that. Anybody that wants to do anything in this lifetime, you can't do it by yourself. You got to have people. You got to surround yourself with good people that care about you, love you, and help you make best choices along the way. And when you do make some bad steps, and people there to pick you up and lead you in the right direction, and that's what we were able to do. And it's an army that helps you to succeed at that level. He's had some great coaches and great mentors, great teachers, great friends, and he's not been perfect. I'm sure he's had a lot of mistakes along the way, but he's had people there that have really helped guide him and direct him to where he is today. And I believe he would be he would give a lot of credit to a lot of those people, as he gets that award.
It all starts with the Rock Solid Foundation, and Elizabethton football's got a Rock Solid Foundation. Coach, you're going to honor some great seniors tonight. If I read this right, they're 38-10 over the 4 years, and tonight's the football banquet at Elizabethton. Tell me about it.
Well, we always want to try to close out on a banquet. We always want to try to do it, before the Christmas break, and then we got other guys, play other sports, and it's always tough as seniors go a different way. Whether it's their last football game or you start up workouts in the winter, coming back after Christmas break, and you start the new challenge. And I think it's always rewarding to send the guys off in the right way, and the guys that have been in the program for 4 years, the newcomers that you had just 1 or 2 years that have laid a great foundation and continue to leave a legacy. So we're excited to have our banquet tonight, and before we go on a Christmas break, and just everybody have a happy holidays and a great new year. Come back ready to roll for 2018. So we're excited about it. We graduated from great young men a year ago, 19 seniors. This year we graduated 15 seniors. We had 2 guys that had season-ending injuries, and unfortunate there. But we also had some guys that have some academic honors some guys that received some postseason recognition, played some All-Star games, and then we have one individual that's going to sign on December 20th at Furman University. So we're excited to celebrate all those.
You got it. 6 o'clock tonight, Elizabeth and Cafeteria, Coach. Appreciate you, my friend. Big fan of yours. I'll talk to you
Yes,
soon.
sir. Thank you.
Go Cyclones.
Yes, sir.
There's our buddy again, Sean Witten. Appreciate him very, very much. And we are here live again, American Import and Auto Repair. And so, how about that? 38-10, 2 conference championships, a quarterfinal appearance, 2 second-round appearances, and a first-round appearance with a senior class of 15 young men at Elizabethton. We'll honor him tonight at 6 o'clock for the banquet at the cafeteria at Elizabethton High School. And so it's going to be a special evening for, again, Sean Witten, the Elizabethton Cyclones. How about that? Jason Witten. Now you think about this. Every person that's ever played college football, everybody, anybody, and they went back and said, we want to name a humanitarian award for Jason Witten from Elizabethton, Tennessee, or Northeast Tennessee, for what he's done off the field more than what he's done on the field. And so great, gosh, man, we should be just button popping proud, folks, for this guy here in Northeast Tennessee. Is going to be named. This is an annual. This is not this one time. This is every year. The Jason Witten Humanitarian Award. Again, so says the NCAA. Pretty cool stuff. Just think of all the guys that ever played college football, and they go back and say, we want to do this in honor of Jason Witten. Pretty strong. Quick break. We'll be right back. We'll go back to the phone. We'll check in with Joe Vento. He's going to talk about a new football coach at East Tennessee State, Randy Sanders. Also, Bucks go up on the road. Man, they had them up 22 on the road at Xavier, top 15 ranked team in the country, and let them slip off the hook and beat them by 2. But a strong showing. They had a strong showing earlier in the season at Kentucky. So we'll check in with Joe Vento from the Johnson City Press, covering Buck sports next year on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, live at American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City. Back on the Tom Douglas Sports Show, let's go to the phone. He's there, Joe Vento of the East Tennessee State Buccaneers sports program for the Johnson City Press. And good morning, my friend. How are you?
Great, Tom. How are you doing?
Just fine, sir. You were there yesterday. Great story in the Times News today, and also the Johnson City Press on both. It says, "I can't wait to get to work." Randy Sanders returns to Northeast Tennessee as the head coach of the ETSU football team. Tell me about it.
Well, he can't wait to get to work, but he's going to have to because he's still coaching Florida State in the bowl game. I'm sure he's kind of spreading himself a little thin these days. I'm sure he's doing both jobs at the same time because, as you know, with the signing date coming up, he's got to get recruiting quick. He's got to hire a staff. At the same time, he's coaching Florida State in the Independence Bowl. So yeah, he can't wait to get to work, and he's got plenty of work to do on both ends.
Again, the first head coaching job for the 52-year-old young man out of Morristown, Tennessee. Of course, he won national championships as the offensive coordinator at Tennessee and Florida State. 18th football coach introduced last night at William B. Green Stadium. You were there. What's your take? What's the feel of this guy? What do you think?
Well, I think when he became a potential candidate, he was just too good to pass up because of his resume. I think they said he's coached 29 years in college football, and 26 of those years ended with bowl games. And he said of the 3 years that didn't, 2 of them he was forced to move. So a lot of pressure on these guys.
Absolutely. So, and that tells you right there. I mean, again, run down those numbers again. 29 years he's been coaching. 26 of those he's in with the bowl games. That's pretty good batting average. 26 out of 29. He was also a member of the Southeastern Conference All-Academic Honor Roll when he was a player at Tennessee. So, again, let's see. Scott Carter says, quote, he's won 2 national championships. He's won 12 conference or divisional titles. He's been to 26 bowl games. And so, as you said, 26 years, Christmas with his family's been on the road somewhere. So, anyway, he'll be ready to go. He'll begin to hire his staff after the first year. Is that correct?
Well, I think he's going to probably be doing that immediately. While he's preparing for the bowl game, I'm sure he's already on the phone today probably trying to hire staff. In fact, I had not gotten this confirmed, but I heard when he interviewed for the job, he kind of pitched himself along with a partial staff. So he might have some people already on the line to come to Johnson City with him. We'll see. I know several of all of the Carl Torbush's staff would like to hang around. You just don't know who from that staff he's going to bring. Interesting enough, as late as last Friday, just a couple days ago, that staff was on the road recruiting because their contracts are still in force, and they were just going on as best they can as business as usual. But they were recruiting for the program, and then the new coach comes in, and now they're all wondering about their futures. So I'm sure he's got something in mind. And like I said, he's not waiting until after the new year. He's probably at it on the phone this morning.
I think you're exactly.
If not last night.
I think you're exactly right. Scott Carter, the athletic director, says character and integrity personify this gentleman, and so plus he's offensive minded. So I think they got themselves a blue chipper. What do you think?
Well, there's always some questions when you enter a new endeavor like this. He's not been a head coach, and as you know, FCS football is a different animal than FBS football. Obviously, the players he's coached, and he's coached a couple of top number 1 draft picks, a couple Heisman Trophy finalists. He's not going to get those guys here, so we'll see. We'll see, but everybody's excited, and when you make a change like this, you really want to create some more excitement for the program. And I believe the name they brought in with the resume he has and the style of football that his teams play, I think they've created excitement again. And I mean, that's all he can do.
Well, of course, Carl Torbush got it going. Coach Torbush, 11-22 in 3 seasons, and so he kind of started the foundation, got it back on solid footing, and is going to pass the proverbial baton to Randy Sanders, the new football coach at East Tennessee State. Joe, let's switch gears, talk basketball. Boy, the Bucks had them on the ropes, up by 22 in Cincinnati on Saturday and couldn't finish it off. And what was your take on the Bucks losing to Xavier?
My take is that at this point, I don't think there's any more moral victories. I looked at that as a game that they absolutely blew. and I think they probably feel the same way. I think that was one of the most difficult losses that Steve Forbes has had in his career, because as you know, ETSU's never beaten a top 10 team, and when you're up by 22 in the second half, you ought to be able to take care of business. And DeSante Bradford got his fourth foul just about the same time that Xavier put on a 1-3-1 zone, and ETSU had absolutely no answer for that. They looked discombobulated. They looked a little bit scared, and everything they did well to get that lead disappeared. And you just had the feeling as Xavier started climbing back that a number 10 team in a country that's averaging 90 points a game, they're going to be able to figure out a way. It was just a matter of ETSU just making one or two shots down the stretch that they just couldn't get to go, and you would have had a different outcome. But you know, they say they'll learn from it, and I'm sure they will. But darn it, you don't get that opportunity too often. And when you do, you need to take advantage of it at some point.
I think you're exactly right. You get a chance to knock that door down, you got to knock it down. They did not, and so they'll get ready to come back and play Detroit. They've also got Tusculum, and I've got another game in between. I was trying to find the schedule. So
Georgia Southern.
All right, thank you. And so, in fact, here it is. After I said that, at Xavier on the 16th. We got that one on Saturday. At Detroit on the 19th, which is be tomorrow night. Georgia Southern on the 22nd. And then right after Christmas, you got Tusculum. And they open things up at Mercer on New Year's Eve. So they jump right into the Southern Conference.
Let me tell you about the start of the Southern Conference tournament, our season. I mean, they start with 3 straight road games in the conference.
Yep, they
do. And last year, they had gotten that. And Steve Forbes was pretty vocally unhappy about that. And if you pick up a Johnson City Press tomorrow, you may see that he's pretty vocally unhappy about it again this year.
We're talking
toward the end of my preview on the Detroit game, he'll get into, and then not only that, but later in February they play 3 consecutive road conference games again, and he didn't pull any punches in what he thinks of that.
Yep, New Year's Eve at Mercer, January the 4th at Samford, January 6th, a big rival at Chattanooga. Then they come back home to North Carolina Greensboro, January the 11th, who beat North Carolina State over the weekend. So pretty good basketball lining up, but the Bucks will play at Detroit tomorrow night against the, I think their nickname was the Titans, if I'm not mistaken. And
they are, and it's a homecoming for Jason Williams, ETSU's sophomore point guard. He was an all-state point guard playing in Detroit in high school. And he's pretty excited about having a lot of family and friends coming out to watch him. Last year when Detroit played at Freedom Hall, Jason Williams did not play because he was injured, and he was pretty disappointed about that. But he's healthy right now, and he's getting ready to play against a team in his hometown tomorrow night.
Red American Import and Auto Repair. Tim Smith, the owner, joins us coming up next. Top of the hour, we'll go to Northern Virginia to Mike Hedrick, again joining us talking NASCAR. He's our NASCAR guy. There is a lot of things going on in NASCAR right now. We're 62 days away from the Daytona 500. Joe, before I let you go, again, you cover the Bucks for the Johnson City Press. Do a great job. Lady Bucks, boy, they played a couple of good ones. They had one get away on Saturday night at home against Michigan State. Tell me about that.
Well, from what I read, Tiana Tartar, their star player, had a driving layup at the buzzer that would have won the game, and it hit the rim and just bounced out. And boy, you know, you got the ball in your hand, you got a chance to win, and they had it in the right person's hand. Just an unfortunate bounce, you know how it happens. And then, as is often the case, when you get into overtime against a heavily favored team, the underdog tends to maybe feel a little bit deflated, and things don't go their way once overtime starts, and that's what happened, and they ended up with a pretty significant deficit. But boy, I'll tell you what, though, when you can take on a Big Ten team in Little Brooks Gym and take them into overtime, I view that a little bit different than blowing a 22-point lead against a number 10, because they battled with them the whole way, and just one unfortunate bounce. I think that's a pretty big feather in the cap right there.
You know what? The more I do these shows with you, these segments, you and I think a lot alike. I'm right there with you. To have them on the ropes at Brooks Gym, the Lady Spartans of Michigan State, and lose, that's totally different than being on the road up 22 and can't close it out. So I'm right there with you. So, hey, great report. I know you're busy. Thank you, as always. You do a phenomenal job, and I'll talk to you real soon, all right?
Okay, Tom. Good talking to you. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. Class act right there. Joe Vento again from the Johnson City Press covering the Buccaneers of East Tennessee State. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. We'll check in with the owner of American Import and Auto Repair, our buddy Tim Smith. See if we can't squeeze him in between Mike Hedrick, the top of the hour, then John Wood with the light at 106.9. Oh, can't wait to have him on the show. I'm looking forward to having him talk about that great Christmas music. You can hear the right Christmas music. 106.9 The Light, originating out of Black Mountain, North Carolina, covers the Tri-Cities like a blanket. So we'll talk to John Wood, who has some local Tri-Cities ties, as a matter of fact. So we'll do that coming up a little bit later on. Don't forget to mark your calendar. April the 27th, 28th, and 29th of next year, he's coming to town. Will Graham, the grandson of evangelist Dr. Billy Graham, will be here for a celebration/revival for 3 days. Again, April 27th, 28th, and 29th at Freedom Hall in Johnson City. We're going to be there broadcasting live at the Cove, the Billy Graham Training Center, on January the 22nd of next year. Can't wait. In about 3 weeks, we'll take the show over there, and Darius Hensley's going to throw me in his brand new Toyota pickup truck, and away we go. So I'm looking forward to hanging out over there with Eric and Jim and certainly Will Graham, and it'll be a lot of fun on the 22nd. Quick break. Tim Smith, we hope will join us coming up next year. We got college basketball we'll talk about, the NBA, the National Hockey League, all that. We'll give you the NFL winners and get that over with and keep right on trucking on show number 600. What did I say it is today? I don't even know. There's so many of them. 655. The 655th show of the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is Phil Pipkin, owner of Phil's Dream Pit. Do you like smoked turkey? Do you like smoked ham? For your Christmas or New Year's dinner, enjoy a spiral sliced smoked ham or smoked turkey breast, smoked right here at Phil's Dream Pit. Smoked hams, 9 to 11 pounds at $8.50 a pound. The smoked turkey breast goes from 2 to 4 pounds at $11.49 per pound. Order by Tuesday, December the 19th. Pick up Friday, December the 22nd, or Saturday, December 23rd. Let us take care of your Christmas or New Year's dinner with a smoked turkey breast or spiral smoked ham. Call 349-6437. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
The 2018 Cal Calendar in now for a limited time at Chick-fil-A, The Crossings in North Johnson City. A 20th anniversary retrospective titled Steers of Yesteryear, including a card with a wide range of free food offerings across the Chick-fil-A menu. Only $8 plus tax, but hurry, supplies are limited. Each month gives you the chance to collect free Chick-fil-A menu items. The offers vary each month, but hurry, supplies are limited. The 2018 Chick-fil-A Steers of Yesteryear Calendar on sale now at Chick-fil-A at The Crossings in North Johnson City.
There he is, Tim. No, actually, that's me, Tim Smith, the owner of American Import and Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program. We are here, ready to roll, and there he is. Look right there, setting in the lot. Man, I like the flag pillow right behind you. I like that.
I like
little
that.
patriotic thing going on. Yes, USA, USA.
And we could stand for that too. Not
Yes, we
sit down.
could. Hit that bell. There we go. So, gosh, it's been busy down here this morning. We like it. Now, if folks are traveling,
Yes.
this is it. I mean, I'm not trying to do the push, but I'm just telling you, you guys are going to be closed Saturday, so, and you should be. Take the weekend off for Christmas.
Be prepared.
So, yeah. So if you're getting ready to travel, it looks like, I checked the extended forecast before I got here, for all intents and purposes around here in about a 200-mile radius, it's going to be pretty mild, maybe some rain for the Christmas weekend. So, but still, nothing worse. You know this. It's
Get
happened
stuck
to you.
somewhere.
Oh gosh, breakdowns. Got kids in the car and presents piled up the window, and the kids got to pee, and one of them's sick, one of them's mad. I'm hungry, and your car's broke down because you didn't do preventive maintenance.
Or you're driving along and you drive it around town, and then you go 60, 70 miles an hour, and the thing shakes all over the road.
Yeah.
I mean, that's annoying.
Yes, it is. So, anyway, Tim's here with us, the owner of American Import and Auto Repair. We've been pushing. This is a great stocking stuffer. This is the Super Saver Maintenance Club. I've already did a little ciphering. This is good through February of 2019. So I dare say in 14 months, things are going to go up. I think it only stands to reason that things will go up. But if you get this card right here for $99, I'll get it up here a little closer. Now this thing rocks. There you see that if you paid for all this, it's $519. You get it for $99, which this is a sample, but you get four oil changes, a couple of tire rotations. 2 of those pay for the card, right?
They do. And, with the rotations, and every time you bring it in, you're getting something free. You can do it for the family. You got a daughter or son that doesn't like doing maintenance on their vehicle. It's free. They can bring it in. We'll take care of them. Any vehicle you have in your fleet or in your family, we'll help them out. So kind of builds a little bit of responsibility for the kids. It teaches them, hey, if I take care of my car, it'll last a long time. We've got people that come in here. One guy named Craig, he has on an Escort. No, actually, it's a Focus. I'm
Ford
thinking
Focus.
old school, and he has 260,000 miles on it.
Wow.
I mean, nobody thinks that those cars just lasting a long time, but they can if you maintain them right.
Mm-hmm.
He is religious about bringing it in. We see him all the time. We know what oil it takes. We know everything about his car because he takes care of his vehicles, and they take care of him.
There you go. And of course, before mine died and croaked, I put $300,000 on my Avalon.
Yeah.
$300,000. And guess what? Came down here every time. What do you recommend oil change? $2,500, $3,500? What's
Depends on your vehicle.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the stock answer for everything now. If you have a one that needs synthetic, 6,000 miles. If you have a conventional one, 3,000 miles. But if you take care of your vehicle and do it when it needs to be changed, that car can last a really long time. It can be a good investment. I don't think, besides your house, it's probably the next biggest investment everybody has. So it's important to take care of it. And if you take care of it, it'll take care of you. It'll keep it around. Like you said, 300,000. You had that thing a long time.
Oh yeah, a lot of miles too. A lot of hard miles going up and down the road to West Virginia, and Ohio and different places. So speaking of, hello to the folks in West Virginia. I want to say hello to AT and also Ann Elizabeth and Jennifer Johnson, Phillips in Kingsport's watching. Betty Perry, love Betty Perry. She's a sweetheart. Works with Elizabeth in Chamber of Commerce. She's watching. Hello, my buddy Gary Taylor. Hello, Gary. Alan Fish. Let's see who else on here. Alan Fish, Tony Briggs, who won the $100 of cash for Christmas from us.
Cool.
He's watching the show. Sheila Stamper, hello. Trish Newhouse up in Oak Hill, West Virginia, watches every day. Picked up a new one and found out Scott Fuller, who works at Summers Taylor Paving Company here in Johnson City. Scott watches every day from his desk, I guess on his laptop or I guess on his phone, either way. So we appreciate all these folks, and so that's the name of the game, show number 655. Said it wouldn't work. I get on this every time I'm down here. This is the reason I'm doing this show right here. This man, he said, we had a long talk. Let me just say, he kind of beat around the bush. Mrs. Smith was a bit more direct in her approach over dinner one night. And she said, yes, I love the lady. She said, Tom, here's what you're going to do. I said, yes, ma'am. And so he said, yeah, I think you probably should kind of do that, Tom. She says, no, this is what he's going to do. That's how it worked. That's how it rolled. And to these folks' credit, this is show number 655 here at American Import and Auto Repair. So to say that, and I don't, it sounds cheesy and corny to say I love this guy, I do, because he gave me the encouragement to kind of step out there and take a risk, which is what this show was. And so, you know, it continues to grow, and we'll be forever grateful for him to kind of push me out of the nest and say, jump out there and take off and spread those wings and fly a little bit. So,
Tom, with the talent you have, there's no reason you shouldn't.
Well, thank you. The talent,
you know,
talent goes
thank
to
the Lord for the show and for
it's his show.
For the voice.
Yes, it's his show. It's his voice.
He didn't give you much else, but he did give you a good voice.
That's it. I got a voice and a gift for gas. That it goes pretty quick, slides right off the edge of the table. So anyway, this is good. Now, something else we talk about every time we're here is tire pressure, because you take off on vacation for this weekend, or if you're just driving around town, you have 4 pieces of rubber between you and the road and disaster, and that would be your tires. They got to have proper tread, and they certainly got to have the proper tire pressure, right?
Tire pressure is so important on a vehicle, and if you wait for the TPMS, the tire pressure monitoring system light, to come on, you're probably looking at 20 to 25% decrease in tire pressure. So you can heat that tire up a lot and start to cause damage in the car a long time before the tire light comes on. So the best tire pressure monitoring system that there is you. If you don't want to do it yourself, bring it by a place. We'll check it here for free for you. We want you safe. We want you on the road. We don't want you broke down. Come by here and let us check it out for you. We'll make sure that they're right. If you have nitrogen, we'll top off your tires. It's all free. We're not going to charge you for any of that. We want everybody to be safe and have a good Christmas.
We've got our first cold snap. Again, we're talking Tim Smith, American Import and Auto Repair. Coming up top of the hour, we'll go to Northern Virginia. Our buddy Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR report, the fans reporter. Lots going on in NASCAR. Kurt Busch, again, signing that 1-year contract with Stewart-Haas Racing. He'll be back in the 41 machine. You have the Front Row Motorsports picking up David Reagan and Michael McDowell. We're going to try and track Michael McDowell, big-time Christian. And so he is very front and center about his Christian walk with the Lord. And so we're going to try and get in his sandbox, and kind of follow him this year. Maybe he can call us every week and talk. And so Michael McDowell's on now with the Front Row Motorsports, and so we'll talk.
Do they have charters, or are they just renting them, or what are they doing for that?
Well, it's interesting you brought that up. Mike Hedrick's going to take care of that coming up. Our next guest about the charters and who, what's a charter? Perfect question. Mike's going to kind of clear all that up for us coming up in a few minutes. So we'll talk a little NASCAR, and then if I'm ciphered right, let's see if we can. All right, what's today? The 18th. See if I can do this right. 18th at the end of the month is the 31st. That's 13 days. There's 31 days in January. It puts it at 44. And the Daytona 500 is on the 18th. So that puts it 44 and 18, makes 62 days to the Daytona 500.
Wow.
Is that right?
That's quick.
Oh, yeah.
That's quick.
Quick math, or just quick as going to be here?
I'm impressed with your math. You didn't take your shoes off or anything.
It's written right here. So I'm trying to act like I'm ciphering. I can look down at 62. So
how many days till Christmas?
This is it, Bubba. We're here. A week from today, it's all over.
Yeah.
So incredible. It's hard to believe. We've talk it up, and boom, it's here. So if you're getting ready to travel, and again, if you're looking for a stocking stuffer, this is used with multiple vehicles in your family, which is a no-brainer. It's good for 14 months. It puts you February of 2019. Am I right in saying if the price is probably just because of our economy, prices may not be the same on these items 14 months from now?
Eventually, it's going to have to go up.
Sure.
So,
yeah,
get it, buy low, sell high. So
there you go. $519 value, only $99. It's good on multiple vehicles. Again, there's 4 oil changes, transmission flush, discount on that. Also, discount off the fuel induction cleaning service. I buy one, get one free on wiper blades. We don't talk about that, but there's nothing worse. I had this happen. Nothing worse zipping down the road in the old car and trying to drive, going through the mountains. It was snowy and foggy, and I had a windshield wiper just smeared things, and of course it was,
it's kind of dangerous.
Yeah.
You're doing 67 miles an hour cruising down through there, and it's swipey, and you're trying to look through there.
I'm sitting there thinking,
especially at night.
Yeah, that's when it was.
So
what a moron! Why didn't I do this? I do a showdown once a month. Why didn't I let them buy wiper blades from these guys? So anyway, $30 off a single invoice over $300. You get a free alignment for your vehicle. Again, this can be shared with multiple vehicles. Phone number if you're interested to find out more information, although we pretty much told you, 913-3111 is the number to call. They're going to be closed on Saturday, so if you want an oil change and have them take a look at your vehicle before you head out of town, you best come down here before Saturday, which will be Friday's your last day. This gentleman here is getting a front end lineman, is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. He's been here. There was a lady coming when we first got here and got an oil change and a front end lineman.
She's heading out of town.
She's traveling. Yep, young lady who works at Chucky Doak Middle School, and so she's heading out of town. So yep, this is the place to come and to get that taken care of. Birthdays today. Are you a fan of the Rolling Stones?
Out of
Mick Jagger and the boys.
Out of 30 years they have probably 3 or 4 good songs.
Yeah.
Yes.
Keith Richards.
What do you think?
This is the guy who fell out of the coconut tree. Remember? Coconut fell out of the tree. The coconut hit him.
He
in
got
the head.
hurt pretty
That's
good.
a true story.
Yeah.
He was on something. He shinnied up the tree, got on top of this coconut tree, and passed out, fell out of the tree, and the coconut hit him in the head. But he's still alive. He's having a birthday today. He's 74. Steven Spielberg's having a birthday today. He's 71.
E.T.?
Yep. Comedian Ron White.
He was with he was with the Blue Collar Comedy Tour, and Can't Fix Stupid.
Can't Fix Stupid. Ron White's having a birthday, 61 today. A guy that comes in here a lot under the radar screen, Brad Pitt. He does a lot of fly fishing here in the area. I know a guy that brings him in under the radar and lets him fish. Him and George Clooney. So Brad Pitt's having a birthday today. He is 54.
Comes here?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. He comes in and...
Kind of odd.
Yeah. Well, this is known for fly fishing, and I don't think Angelina's ever been with him. I think he just comes with George, and they kind of hold up for a couple of days and kind of incognito and under the radar and then leave here. They've come in multiple times. So Brad Pitt, 54 today. So there you go. There's your birthday.
He's not a spring chicken anymore.
No. He's catching up with me and you. So
he's catching up.
Yeah. So NASCAR, did you like Martin Truex winning? We haven't talked since the
Yeah, I
championship.
did. Good guy. I mean, I like him.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, he's all right. My man is one. I mean, he was cut up on his bumper, couldn't catch him. Had about 4 or 5 more laps.
Wasn't his year.
No. If was Candy and Nuts, we'd all have a Merry Christmas or something like that. So, if Kyle Busch had a couple of more laps, he'd probably caught him, but he didn't. I listened to his press conference after the race. The guy was just so dejected. He said,
that's what you want.
Yeah, I want somebody that
he
like
wants
losing.
to win.
Absolutely, I want somebody. He says,
I don't want to hear that.
Well, we had a 20th place car and we ran pretty well.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're settling. You're okay with that.
He stood there and said, Joe Gibbs Racing pays me to win races. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah.
To be out front, lead laps, and win races. And when I don't, I'm not happy. I'm a competitor. So
I like that.
Yeah. I may not like the guy, but you have to respect him. And again, to go back what he did in August, for the second time, nobody's ever done it once, let alone twice, swept all 3 races. And I thought Matt Kenseth put this in great perspective. His former teammate, he said, on Friday night or Wednesday night, truck race, Friday night the Xfinity race, Saturday night the Cup race, you have 3 different sets of crew. You have 3 different crew chiefs. So in essence, to use a football analogy, you're winning 3 different championships with 3 different lines and 3 different head coaches on 3 successive nights. He said, that ain't easy to do because you're changing the parts. The truck crew is not the same as the Xfinity crew or the Cup crew or the crew chiefs. So he said it all goes back to the guy driving that car. And, say what you want. I know you get tired of hearing me talk about Kyle Busch on this show, but the guy can drive a race car, plain and simple.
With what they did to Matt, do you think that was a okay thing to do?
No. Matt Kenseth?
Yeah, they kind of
he deserved to have he deserved to have a little send-off. I didn't think Gibbs handled that very well, but I think for what he's done for the sport as an ambassador, kept his nose clean, won races.
You never hear anything negative about him.
Sponsors delight. Sponsors love Matt Kenseth.
Yeah.
And, he's out shaking hands and kissing babies, so, everybody else got a farewell tour, and he didn't get anything but a kind of, we're replacing you with Eric Jones, sorry you're gone kind of thing.
Yeah,
I didn't like that. Yeah, too bad. See ya. So he deserved better for what he's done for the sport.
I agree.
In my humble opinion. So
he's out, right? He's not. He's retired.
Mm-hmm.
He's not coming back.
There was speculation that if Busch didn't sign that contract with Stuart Haas, he would come back, but he's out. Danica's out. Of course, Junior's stepped away. So big names, big fan bases. What NASCAR has to deal with now is take the Junior fan base and get them to go with somebody else, and the Danica fan base. If they don't, they've lost them, and so that's their job, is to create interest for fans to go, okay, Junior's gone, I think I'm going to like this guy or that guy or whatever. So if they don't do that, then there's a big vacuum of fans for NASCAR. But
there's some good women racers that are boiling up through the late model races and stuff, but I don't know why they haven't taken the extra step. That Johansson or
Jennifer Jo Cobb.
Yeah,
she's been around, and there's a couple newbies coming up to pushing the ladies. And
good little racers.
They're pushing, NASCAR's pushing diversity, pushing some African American drivers and some Hispanic drivers. Obviously, Daniel Suarez being one of those. So, yep, we'll see. It's going to be an interesting 2018 when you lose a Matt Kenseth fan base. Obviously, Dale Jr., the most popular driver, 14, 15 years in a row, losing his fan base. Say what you want, Danica Patrick had her. I mean, she had a legion of fans that followed her. So
they did.
And Matt Kenseth, that's the big three. And you got to get those to switch
the most popular driver for the last 10 years.
The junior.
Yeah,
more than
12 years. The one that won it before him was
Bill Elliott.
So he kind of took over and ran with that. So that's a big deal.
It is a big deal. So you're going to be open till Friday, closed on Saturday, closed on Sunday, closed on Monday, reopening Tuesday on the 26th.
After Santa Claus leaves.
After Ho-Ho-Ho's been here. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back. We'll try and get him on one more time before we get out of here. Up next, we go to Northern Virginia. We're talking NASCAR. Then at the bottom of the hour, neat guy. He's got East Tennessee ties. John Wood, the afternoon DJ on The Light, 106.9. Great Christian station in Black Mountain, North Carolina. And John Wood's going to join us coming up, talking about how you can hear some real Christmas music, not Rudolph and all that, but real Christmas music about the real reason for the season. That would be the birth of the Christ child. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're live at American Import and Auto Repair on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
This is Phil Pipkin, owner of Phil's Dream Pit. Do you like smoked turkey? Do you like smoked ham? For your Christmas or New Year's dinner, enjoy a spiral sliced smoked ham or smoked turkey breast, smoked right here at Phil's Dream Pit. Smoked hams, 9 to 11 pounds at $8.50 a pound. The smoked turkey breast goes from 2 to 4 pounds at $11.49 per pound. Order by Tuesday, December the 19th. Pick up Friday, December the 22nd, or Saturday, December 23rd. Let us take care of your Christmas or New Year's dinner with a smoked turkey breast or spiral smoked ham. Call 349-6437. Phil's Dream Pit, the quest for perfect barbecue.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
The 2018 Cal Calendar in now for a limited time at Chick-fil-A, The Crossings in North Johnson City. A 20th anniversary retrospective titled Steers of Yesteryear, including a card with a wide range of free food offerings across the Chick-fil-A menu. Only $8 plus tax, but hurry, supplies are limited. Each month gives you the chance to collect free Chick-fil-A menu items. The offers vary each month, but hurry, supplies are limited. The 2018 Chick-fil-A Steers of Yesteryear Calendar on sale now at Chick-fil-A at The Crossings in North Johnson City.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's go to the phone. There's our buddy Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR fans reporter, live with us from Northern Virginia. Good afternoon, sir. How are you?
Man, it's beautiful. It's a nice sunny day. We got a week till Christmas time, so just trying to finish up some stuff here. Going to do a little shopping at the middle part of the week, and pretty excited. We're celebrating the coming of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Amen, bro. That's what it's all about. The Emmanuel, God is with us, of course, and He is going to be with us, and on December the 25th, officially or unofficially, but He's with us every day now, so we're going to celebrate that coming up a week from today. It's hard to believe. So Christmas, and that's the real reason for the season, the birth of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Absolutely. He runs this show. This is His show. We just kind of put our fingers in the belt loops and hang on. So here we go. Got lots to talk about NASCAR. Let's start with A.J. Allmendinger, going to run the Rolex 24. Tell me what's going on with that.
Hey, this is pretty exciting. Our buddy A.J. Allmendinger, or the Dinger, is going to run that Rolex 24-hour Daytona. So now people remember Jeff Gordon ran this race last year, and he actually won it with the Wayne Taylor Racing. Now, the Rolex 24 Hours is just that. It's a race that lasts 24 hours long, and it's held at Daytona International Speedway. It's actually January 27th and 28th. So they use the whole outside of Daytona, and then they come onto the infield and do some racing. It's a great racing. A.J. Allmendinger's done it for a few years. He's driven it since 2012. He's going to be driving for Michael Shank Racing, which he's driven for before. And this time he's not in a prototype car, but it's actually like a Honda Acura GT series. So what people, if people don't really know what the IMSA is, basically IMSA, or the International Motorsports Association, they're owned by NASCAR. So it's kind of like NASCAR's version of the Formula One series or the Indy series or the rally cars. So it's a great race, and it's going to be great to see him down there. I'm hoping that Bubba Burger's going to invite me down. This will be my second year to go down for that Rolex, and it really is a great race. Starts off in the daytime. They're racing all through the night, racing through all kinds of weather, and then finishes up the next day. So it's going to be exciting. I think it's good for IMSA, and I think it's a good way to tie NASCAR in as well.
Absolutely. We're talking to Mike Hedrick. NASCAR's Goodyear test day. Tell me about that with NASCAR and the Goodyear Tire Company.
Okay, well, Goodyear, there's actually two kinds of testing that's going to go on here next year. NASCAR has testing, and when they have testing, they're testing the downforces, and they're giving all the teams, usually they give one team per organization. Now, already in January 31st to February 1st, they're going to be out at Las Vegas. The big one is a couple of weekends in July. They're going to be down at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and they're going to give, and this one is not just going to be one team per organization, but they're going to get all of the cars out on the track, because they're going to be using that Charlotte Roval, which again is what Daytona does, the outside of the big Charlotte track, and then they're coming in the Roval in there. Goodyear is going to do a few tests next year as well. They typically will have 4 cars come out, usually each of the different manufacturers, and they're testing how the tires are going to wear. They'll be in Texas in early January 9th and 10th. So right after the first of the year, some cars are already heading out there, and they're going to Michigan and Indy, and usually just try to get a roundup of how the tires are going to work on the different types of things. So really, as you're looking at right now, we look at the NASCAR season starting in, as you said, 61 days or 62 days. I'm not good at ciphering, but the schedule is already filling up with a lot of stuff that they're going to be doing with testing for NASCAR and for Goodyear as well.
All right, so help me out. Let's make sure I do this. Today's the 18th.
No, I can't. I don't have enough toes, Tom.
We got 31 days in December, or 13 days left. in December. Then you got 31 in January. It's 44. Then the Daytona 500 is the 18th. So if I'm doing this right, 44 plus 18 is 62. So 61 days. It's right around the corner. We've got everybody's kind of holding their breath, Mike Hedrick, because Monster Energy has not come back and said we're coming back as the NASCAR title sponsor quite yet. A little uneasiness in Daytona Beach at the NASCAR headquarters. Tell me about it.
Yeah, I got to agree. NASCAR's waiting on Monster Energy. Now, Monster Energy is only signed to be the title sponsor of the NASCAR Cup Series through the end of 2018, which is through next year. Now, usually they should have already NASCAR by December if they're going to extend that through 2020. They've already asked for one extension to get them into January, and they just asked for a second extension until the springtime, which is unheard of. NASCAR has granted both the extensions, but I think NASCAR is quietly looking around. The SB Nation reports that Monster has been very good for the fans. It's been good at NASCAR. Even at times it's kind of nudged NASCAR out of their comfort zone. I think some of the more prudish fans are a little taken back by the outfits of maybe the NASCAR, or not the Monster Cup girls. But really, on the whole, if you've been going to a lot of the races, they add a lot of excitement with their rally cars and their motorcycles jumping around. So I really hope that they find it, this deal. I'm really surprised that it's taking Monster Energy so long to make this deal. It may be hinging on, there's really a big, when you even go further up the ladder, you hear about Walt Disney, the Disney Corporation looking to buy Fox. Well, that's a lot of your broadcasting. So there may be some higher numbers up there we don't even see, but it's highly unusual that NASCAR is letting them extend this. And it kind of leaves them hanging when the bigger story next year may be, hey, we're looking for a title sponsor, and not, hey, look at racing on the track.
Does NASCAR have, you said they're going to give them an extension. I'm looking at this going, they don't have a choice. Monster Energy they're driving the bus. I think they've kind of got NASCAR painted in the corner, because unless there's a plan B, and I'm sure there is, they're working on one, but right now it doesn't appear that there is one. So Monster Energy says we need an extension. NASCAR says we'll grant it to you. I don't know if they really have a choice, do they?
No, I don't really think that they do, but I think what that does is maybe that it just gives them their own signal of, hey, we need to start covering our bases here and start looking for other title sponsors. It used to be that would be, they would have title sponsors that would be in there for 20 years. Your Winstons, your Nextels, and your Sprint, they would be in there for 10, 15, 20 years. Here, this Monster was already only a 2-year deal with an extension for another 2 years. So that deal already was kind of small. So hopefully NASCAR will be able to either lock them in with Monster or bring another really good. I'm very positive about how NASCAR is growing. I think it's growing. I think it's learning to adapt to the younger people. Maybe their shorter attention span. Maybe they're more tech-oriented selves and days. So I think NASCAR is making some great steps, and I think it's an opportunity really still for Monster to be a part of this. And if not, there's an opportunity for other really good companies to come in and be a part of what has been a long legacy, and I see as it's continuing to be a long legacy in sports.
We're talking to our buddy Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR fans reporter, with us live again from Northern Virginia here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Carolina Panthers, we got the story Jerry Richardson's going to sell the team because of some allegations involving sexual and racial misconduct by the owner. He's a one-owner guy, so he can do this. He's going to sell the team, and there's some interest for some NASCAR folks interested in buying the Panthers. Tell me about it.
Yeah, we've heard this before, that the owners, Marcus Smith, who's now the president, and his father, Bruton Smith, who built Motorsports Incorporated. Now, they own 8 tracks, including Bristol Motor Speedway in Atlanta and Charlotte. They've put extreme interest, long before the team even was talked about, that they would like to be the owners of the Carolina Panthers. Based right there in Charlotte, right there would go great with their track and everything. So I'm really predicting that if the team does come available, now we're also hearing that rap mogul P. Diddy or Sean Puffy Combs is interested in buying the team. But I really think that this is something that Marcus Smith and the Bruton Smith family, they want as a Carolina legacy. I think that they can afford it. They've shown that they've been very good at being owners and promoting whether the sport that they're in, whether it's in NASCAR, and building for it. And I think that they would actually be great owners, and I think they'd be really accepted by the NFL ownership as taking over and buying the Carolina Panthers. So I predict, we'll say this right here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, Marcus Smith and then put an offer for Carolina Panthers.
We're talking to Mike Hedrick before I let you go. The 2018 manufacturers and rookies and free agents. Run those down for us here in closing on this Monday, my friend.
Okay, well, normally we always have 40 cars that can get out there on the track at any given race. Right now we have 37 teams that are going to run a full-time schedule in 2018. 36 of them have charters. To answer your question from just a bit ago, Front Row Motorsports, David Reagan, and our good buddy Michael Miguel, that we're going to follow. They both have charters so that they're good to go. It looks like the heaviest in there is going to be Chevy. Chevy's got 17 teams in there. Ford has 14 teams. Toyota has 6. And there's still one car, the number 51. I'm going to be following these guys. This is Rick Ware Racing. They just bought a charter. They're saying right now, they're going to run Chevy, Fords, and Toyotas, whatever it's going to take for them guys to get going. Our Rookie of the Year candidates right now are going to be your William Byron, driving that number 24, your Darrell Wallace Jr., and Richard Petty, number 43, who I just heard today got Air Force as a sponsor for 2 races, starting at the Daytona 500. And one more Rookie of the Year candidate, Ray Black Jr., if he drives at number 51. And looks like we're going to have a great season next year, Tom. We got one more time to talk about this, hopefully coming up on Friday, and there's still stuff going on in this off season.
Absolutely. Do you have your Christmas shopping done? That's my question.
Well, I got my Christmas shopping going here a little bit, but I found out some bad news. One of our questions, if everybody was listening last week, we were trying to find out with the big Clash coming up. There were a couple of drivers who had qualified for the Clash that weren't not going to be able to be in the race. One was Matt Kenseth, and the other one was Danica Patrick. Now, if you remember, you and I were bidding to try to see if we could replace them in the car, because we were going to be like shake and bake and take it like Bristol from the back to the front. Sad news, Tom. Only those drivers, we can't replace them. It either has to be Matt Kenseth, Patrick. Sorry to bring you the bad news.
Man, oh man, I was getting ready to get my helmet fitted today so I could get it put on my melon head and be ready to go racing, but guess I'll cancel that order because we can't. It's got to be the driver to do that. Okay, I got you. So anyway, great report. There you go, another broken heart. I was ready to go drive a NASCAR for Matt Kenseth, and you were going to drive for Danica or vice versa. So, not this year, big guys. So keep up your Christmas shopping. Screen Taters, and we'll talk to you Friday if we're doing a show. We'll be hooked up with you. If not, we'll talk to you first of the year, all right?
Good deal, Screen Taters. God bless everybody real good, and Merry Christmas.
I love it. My man Mike Hedrick. I like that. Merry Christmas. And there you go. We're here. It's like Elmer Fudd. We're live here again at the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Hey, Champion Chevrolet, employee pricing ready to go on all 2017 Chevrolet vehicles through the end of the month. You get the same discount as if you work for General Motors or Champion Chevrolet. They've been selling a whiz out of them. We'll be there Thursday. They are the number one. How about this? The number one Chevy dealer in the state of Tennessee. Nobody sells more Chevys. There's 51 Chevy dealerships in Tennessee, and nobody sells more than Champion Chevrolet from Mountain City to Memphis or Memphis to Mountain City. It's incredible. I'm out there every Thursday. I can see the deals, and I can see the folks shaking hands as they hand them the keys and drive off. I mean, it's incredible how many cars they move at Champion Chevrolet. Well, again, through the end of the month, you got 13 days employee pricing on all 2017 Chevy vehicles. November, it was selected models. For December, for Christmas, every and all 2017s, from Corvettes down to the Spark. I mean, you name it, the Suburbans, whatever's out there, the Chevy nameplate on it, it's employee pricing on all 2017 vehicles in stock again at Champion Chevrolet in the Bristol Motor Mile. Johnson City, we'll be there broadcasting live again on Thursday. Also for the 2018s, the Silverado 1500 crew trucks, crew LTs, and Premiers, $9,000 off. Walk in on a 2018 Silverado 1500s, and then also the Silverado 1500 Crew LS and WTs, there's $7,000 off those. So you walk in the store, in the showroom at Champion Chevrolet, and you're looking for a 2018 Silverado 1500 Crew, you immediately are going to take $9,000 off the sticker. I mean, you can't beat it. That's why they move them. I mean, they flat move the vehicles at Champion Chevrolet. There's no question about that. So we'll be there Thursday, broadcasting live. Today, we're at American Import and Auto Repair, home of the free loaner car program. And we've got coming up at the bottom of the hour, we're going to be joined by John Wood, which is like right now. So before we go to the break, let's do this right here. Let's run down NFL winners from yesterday. It goes as follows: Minnesota, Washington, Baltimore, Buffalo, Carolina, Jacksonville, the Saints, Philadelphia, the Rams, New England, San Francisco, the Cowboys tonight, Monday Night Football, the Falcons at Tampa Bay. That's what's going on there. NBA basketball last night. Toronto, a 15-point winner over Sacramento. Detroit by 4 over Orlando. Cleveland, the Cavaliers win again. They beat Washington 106-99. And Indiana over Brooklyn, beat them by 12, did the Indiana Pacers over Brooklyn. Tonight, Celtics in Indiana, New York at Charlotte, Miami at Atlanta, Denver at Oklahoma City, the 76ers in Chicago to battle the Bulls, Portland in Minnesota, Utah at Houston, the LA Clippers in San Antonio to battle the Spurs, Phoenix at Dallas, and Golden State tonight, the defending NBA World Champions in LA to battle the Lakers in Los Angeles. On the ice of the National Hockey League last night, Winnipeg skates past St. Louis 4-0. Chicago 4, Minnesota 1. Calgary skates past Vancouver 6-1, and Vegas 5, Florida 2. Again in the National Hockey League. Tonight on the ice, Anaheim skates at New Jersey, Columbus at Boston, Philadelphia, the Flyers home to the LA Kings, San Jose skates in Edmonton, and the defending Stanley Cup champion Pittsburgh Penguins will be at Colorado tonight in the National Hockey League. More NBA news: the Lakers will honor Kobe Bryant with a special jersey retirement ceremony at tonight's ball game against the Warriors. However, one guy who had a big say in his career will not be there. Former Lakers coach Phil Jackson unable to attend the ceremony for an undisclosed reason. And so all 5 of Kobe Bryant's NBA championships came while he played under Phil Jackson. So the Lakers will retire Bryant's jersey numbers 8 and 24. Bryant won 2 NBA championships while wearing number 8 from 1996 through the 2005 season before he switched to number 24, where he led the Lakers to 2 more NBA titles. Phil Jackson won't be there tonight for that ceremony in Los Angeles. What else happening in the world of sports? Baseball news has switched gears. We've known for some time the Orioles are looking to trade infielder star Manny Machado, who's entering his walk year in 2018. Cardinals have been linked to him, as well as the White Sox, and now it would appear that the Arizona Diamondbacks are interested in Manny Machado, trying to get him over from the Baltimore Orioles. The problem is this: Machado wants, in 2018, a $400 million contract. Unbelievable. So if you pick him up this year, there's a good chance you're going to deal with that for next year, because it's a one-year deal. Manny Machado looking to go different places for the young man who plays for now anyway, the Baltimore Orioles. College basketball last night, 3 games on tap involving top 25 teams. A 12-point victory. Arizona State goes to 10-0. They beat Vanderbilt 76-64. Tennessee and North Carolina, the Volunteers losing to North Carolina after having a big lead. Tar Heels 10-1, 7th ranked, beat 20th ranked Tennessee by 5, 78-73. And 21st ranked Baylor, the Bears, defeat Savannah State, blew them out by 32, 118-86. Tonight, men's top 25 college basketball tonight. Michigan State takes on Houston Baptist, number 2 Spartans. 13th ranked Kansas hosting Nebraska Omaha. Florida State, the Seminoles, taking on Charleston Southern. Gonzaga will be hosting Indiana University. Texas Southern will be 0-11, traveling to Texas Christian, take on the Horned Frogs, with 14th in the country, and 23rd ranked Arizona taking on North Dakota State at men's top 25 college basketball for tonight. Again, as we told you earlier in the show, Tennessee losing a tough ball game yesterday. The Volunteers had the North Carolina Tar Heels on the ropes, but couldn't finish it off. Tar Heels, again, Kenny Williams sank a go-ahead three-pointer with 35 seconds left, and 7th-ranked Tar Heels got past number 20 Tennessee. Sold-out crowd Sunday at Thompson Bowling Arena in Knoxville. First game North Carolina's played all season was decided by a single-digit margin. And so Tennessee, which hit 4 of its first 5 shots in the second half, just went 7 for 31 for the rest of the way. Made only 3 baskets in the final 10 minutes and 25 seconds. Can't do that. You got to do better than that. So the Volunteers, Grant Williams led 5 Volunteers in double figures. But, again, the Vols go 10 minutes and 25 seconds for 3 baskets. You can't beat anybody doing that. I mean, that's the way it is, and that's not rocket science. That's just the way it is. High school basketball tonight. Let's see who's playing where. Cedar View Christian in Sullivan North, Sullivan Central at Sullivan East, and also you have Kachia, the homeschoolers, at Twin Springs tonight. That's for the boys' side. Girls' side, Cedar View Christian at Sullivan North, Sullivan Central's ladies at Sullivan East, Kachia, Twin Springs, Ridgeview at Grundy, and Wise Central at the KSA Holiday Classic. That's coming up again, as we said. That'll be going on at Orlando, Florida, for the ladies from Wise Central in Southwest Virginia. Quick break. We'll go to North Carolina, check in with John Wood. John with the afternoon crew of 106.9 The Light. He joins us coming up next year as we're live at American Import and Auto Repair on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, here live from American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
The 2018 Cal Calendar in now for a limited time at Chick-fil-A, The Crossings in North Johnson City. A 20th anniversary retrospective titled Steers of Yesteryear, including a card with a wide range of free food offerings across the Chick-fil-A menu. Only $8 plus tax, but hurry, supplies are limited. Each month gives you the chance to collect free Chick-fil-A menu items. The offers vary each month, but hurry, supplies are limited. The 2018 Chick-fil-A Steers of Yesteryear Calendar on sale now at Chick-fil-A at The Crossings in North Johnson City.
Back on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Got a few minutes left here in the show on this Monday. Tomorrow, taking the day off tomorrow. We got some stuff we got to do with the little people. It's our last day of school. We got some Christmas party to tend to and several things we got to take care of as they wrap up school. for the Christmas break. Not the winter break, but the Christmas break. It ain't the winter break. It ain't the spring break. It's Christmas break and Easter break. So I look at it. That's how it used to be. How it still should be. We've watered it down so we can't even mention the Lord now in schools from winter break to Christmas break, which is ridiculous. So it is Christmas break. It's his birthday. That's why we're taking the time off. So just call it Christmas break. So anyway, we do on this show Christmas break. And so we'll be back in the saddle on Wednesday. We're going to be live at Chick-fil-A. Wednesday, we're going to be giving away, this is cool, coming up at noon on Saturday, we're giving away those 2 tickets to the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, where you'll see Auburn take on Central Florida on New Year's Day. 2 tickets and meals at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. Here's how you can order, ways to enter to win the tickets, is to place a mobile carryout order or a catering order including trays. Other ways to enter found on Facebook and Instagram by going to CFAJC. CFAJC, Chick-fil-A obviously, CFAJC, all lowercase. Again, the phone number to place an order is 952-0031. And so that's going to be coming up on Wednesday. We'll be live at Chick-fil-A, having a big time there at the Chicken Coop, as we call it, Chicken Filet, giving away 2 tickets to the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. 2 tickets and meals is going to be very neat, and the game will be on New Year's Day at 12:30. That'll be happening at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, as we said, in Atlanta, Georgia. We also have here, we talked earlier about Jerry Richardson giving up the ownership to the Carolina Panthers. Now, hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs, as Mike Hedrick said earlier, he wants to buy the Carolina Panthers so he can sign Colin Kaepernick as the team's quarterback. After Jerry Richardson announced he will sell the franchise amid sexual misconduct allegations. And so Diddy says, I'd like to buy the Panthers, spread the word. He said he could become the NFL's first majority African-American owner. There are no majority African-American NFL owners. Let's make history. So we'll see what the NFL says about that. It is up for sale, and they're going to try and they will move it pretty quickly. Combs repeated his interest later on Instagram and pledged to sign Kaepernick. He said he would let the former 49ers quarterback compete with Cam Newton for the starting position. I will immediately address the Colin Kaepernick situation, put him in running for next year's starting quarterback. It's just competition, baby. It's just competition. There you go. So I have no response to that. So we'll see. Sean P. Daddy, or whatever his name is, P. Diddy, Combs, whatever. He's wanting to buy the Carolina Panthers. We'll see. We also have caught word, as you heard a few minutes ago from Mike Hedrick, that Bruton Smith and his son Marcus very much interested in buying the Carolina Panther football team. So we'll see how that goes. Facing a growing investigation that accuses him of sexual misconduct using racist language at work, Carolina Panthers owner Jerry Richardson announced Sunday he will sell the NFL team after this season. The team announced on Twitter that Richardson is selling the team, linking to a 5-paragraph letter by the franchise's only owner, Jerry Richardson. So Richardson and his wife Rosalind attended Sunday's victory over the Green Bay Packers at Bank of America Stadium. Panthers are tied to Charlotte through June of 2019. Then after that, no guarantees. More college basketball. The Tennessee Lady Vols make quick work of Long Beach State. Anastasia Hayes and Mimi Jackson each scoring 15 points. 7th-ranked Tennessee beat Long Beach State 90-61 to extend its season-opening winning streak to 11. Ivana Westbrook and Mercedes Russell added 14 apiece to lead Tennessee to its 4th road victory of the season. Lady Vols are 11-0 for the first time since winning the first 18 under the late Pat Summitt in 2005-2006. Lady Vols West Coast Swing has been playing at number 18 on Stanford on Thursday night. That's the one everybody's circled. That's a big, big ball game for the Lady Vols. Will play on the left coast at Stanford coming up again, as we said, on Thursday. Is that correct? On Thursday night? Did I say it right? Make sure I got it right. Thursday night. Taking on number 18 Stanford at Stanford. Back to hockey, the National Hockey League, the Predators. When do they play again? They will skate tomorrow night against Winnipeg and Nashville. Then the 21st, they've got the Hurricanes coming to Nashville. Then the 23rd, they go to Dallas. That's their pre-Christmas schedule. Then after Christmas, between Christmas and New Year's, on the 27th, they skate at St. Louis. On the 29th, they skate against Minnesota. And then come right back the next night and fly back into Nashville and skate against the Wild in Nashville. So that's your 3 games coming up. Again, at St. Louis after Christmas on the 27th, the 29th in Minnesota, the 30th the Predators back home to skate against Minnesota. And between now and then, tomorrow night Winnipeg at home, Thursday night Carolina at home, and then the 23rd on Saturday they'll skate at Dallas against the Stars on Saturday, and that'll wrap up the pre-Christmas schedule for the Nashville Predators of the National Hockey League. Take a quick break. We'll be right back. We're live again, American Import and Auto Repair, winding this thing down on this Monday. We'll be right back right after you hear this on show number 655 of the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We're back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Let's get her on camera. She would be the beauty amongst the beast down here now. Oh, yes. Now let's call it like we said. Look at her. Look at her. Look at her. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Whatever.
There you
I
go.
can't hear you.
Your little face is red. You're not supposed to hear me.
I want to hear you.
Well, you can hear me when you're over there yelling. But you're yelling.
I don't like camera.
How are you, Misty?
I'm good.
There you go. Well, do you have your Christmas shopping done?
Yep.
Do you have my present?
Sure.
Good. Same thing I got last year?
Different color.
Nice. I'm excited. Okay. Last year it was beige. That was really colorful. So,
might be purple this year.
Could be purple. Could
green,
be
yellow,
green.
whatever color you want it to be. It's kind of changes as you want it.
I'm surprised. I'm getting excited. So right now for the present, it was beige last year, and this year it could be a different color. That's nice. Do you have everybody else's presents bought? Do you have Scott's present bought? No?
No, they're not good.
They're not good.
No.
They've been naughty?
They've been naughty
I understand. What about your daddy? My daddy, Tim. You got his present?
Sure.
I'm good. There you go. Now, we want you to look in the camera and bat those big brown eyes and sell one of those
Super Savers.
Thank you. Because you can do it better than I can do it. They're tired of hearing me talk about it. But folks get these every year. How many Christmases you been here?
2.
2? So people come in and get these for stocking stuffers.
Yes,
right?
they do.
Yep. Look in that camera and sell it, would you please?
This is our Super Saver. It's $99 plus tax, so it's about $108 and some change. It is a value of $519. You get 4 oil changes, tire rotations, also buy one get one wiper blade, also $30 off of invoice over $300. I don't let them expire, so they say
19 or 14 months.
14 months.
We just let them roll.
I just if I make sure my customers get their money's worth.
Yeah.
That's customer service.
There you
But we also, you get, my favorite is the alignment. You should align your car once a year. It's $59 plus tax normally, but you get one free with the Super Saver. You can share this with your loved ones. It doesn't have to be the same car. It can be your aunt, uncle, mom, dad, whoever. So it pays for itself. It's money in the bank.
$99.
$99 plus tax.
Can be used by other vehicles, multiple vehicles.
And there's even a $10 off AC service, $15 off clean and induction service, transmission service, $15 off, free nitro fuel, free tire puncture repair. A lot of stuff.
There's a lot of stuff, yeah. This is a
Fill
lady.
the stocking.
Yep, this is the lady you see when you walk in here. She takes care of everybody, so.
And I look a lot thinner in person.
You look fine. Looks like a movie star.
No, I don't. Look at the shadows from the chubby cheeks.
Well, that's because the camera's lighting's not good in here, so you blame it on the lighting. So
yeah, golly, we're going to have to do the light bulbs.
Clean up the lights for the next time I'm down here in January, right?
Yeah. That New Year's resolution will begin then.
Here you go.
No more eating.
No more eating. So
get this.
We're closing on Saturday, so if they need to get their vehicles ready to go out of town for Christmas, and a lot of folks do.
Yep.
Got to be here before Friday, right?
No, we're here Friday till 5.
By Friday, yeah.
By Friday.
Yeah. Friday at 5, and it shuts it down. It closed on Saturday.
I leave right at 5.
Yeah. 5:01. She's out the door. Ho, ho, ho. Now, you told me you didn't like eggnog.
I don't like eggnog.
Okay. What is your favorite Christmas dessert? Do you like fruitcake?
Ooh.
Okay. Eggnog. You said no. Not eggnog. Boiled custard.
Ooh.
Chocolate pie.
Nope. Don't like pies. I don't like the crust.
Okay. Cake. Do you like German chocolate cake?
No.
Okay. Why don't I stop guessing?
You would think I like everything. No, I do.
Why don't you tell me what's your dessert? What do you like?
Cheesecake.
Oh, cheesecake.
And that's a year round.
Yeah. What kind of topping?
Either cherry or strawberries.
Ooh, now she's talking. Cheesecake.
Or New York style. Nothing.
New York style
plain.
Just plain. There you go. So, are you a ham girl or a turkey girl?
Oh, wait. I do love. Why didn't you ask me about upside down pineapple cake?
I didn't know.
That's good.
Mister, tell me about upside down pineapple cake. You like it?
It's delicious and moist.
You make it?
No.
Oh, you just eat it? Okay. If I had you to scrub up or round up a dessert, what would you make? What could you make for us? Brownies?
Cheesecake.
Cheesecake? Good. Very good. So.
And to answer your question, turkey. Dark meat.
Turkey? More than ham?
Yes.
Mashed potatoes and gravy? Green beans?
Yes.
There you go.
I eat all that stuff.
There you go.
Oh, yeah.
Man, what you got to do, tis the season. We worry about everything else on the other side of the new year. Then we start worrying about,
Then you worry about your weight. And then you don't care about after a week dieting.
No, you sit there.
You're like, hey, I'm going to die one day.
That New Year resolution.
Just eat.
Just cut loose and go. Grab it and grab.
That's right.
We're all going to keel over anyway, so why not? Okay. All right, so we do one more time. Look in that camera and make that pitch for the Super Saver Maintenance Club. You're doing a lot better job than I can.
You did really good.
No,
but it's $99 plus tax.
Yeah.
4 oil changes, which that pays for it. My favorite of it all is the 4 oil changes. I do 4 rotates. It says only 3, but I do all 4 rotates. And an alignment, not counting your tire puncture repair. You're saving money off amounts of invoices. Anybody can use it in your family or friends.
14 months puts you at February of 2019. And as Tim said a few minutes ago, more than likely all these things will go up between, just because it's 14 months down the road, things will go up some, I would assume. Hope not, but if they do, it's kind of part of the deal to go up a little bit every year. But these won't. So this stays at $99.
That's correct.
So, and can be used by multiple vehicles. There you go.
Can't
the
beat
Super
it.
Saver.
That's right.
You've been selling them too, right?
Yeah, I sell them all the time.
There you go. Why not? She's a sales machine. This
That's
lady
right.
is. So, what do you want for Christmas?
Really, you just asked me that.
I know.
I want to move to the beach and
Okay.
never have to work a day again in my life.
There you go. We can.
Think I'll get that for Christmas?
We can make that happen. Yes.
All right, that is awesome.
Oh yes.
Ho ho ho.
Ho ho ho. Scott says, get her that one-way ticket to Myrtle Beach. There
That's
you go.
right. I'll take it.
Yeah. You live at the beach? In a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Even this time of year? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You don't care.
Yeah.
Beach is the beach.
Hmm.
All right.
I'll
Quick
take
break. We'll come right back. We'll go from the beauty to the beast. Scott's going to join us to wrap this thing up right after this on the. Thank you, dear. Did a good job.
You're welcome.
Wave at him and wish him Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE Master Technicians here with the ratio. It goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop, so it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30+ formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
Back with the Tom Douglas Sports Show. There he is, my good brother, Scott Hyde, American Import and Auto Repair. This guy's kind of like the nerve center. What is your official title, by the way?
Jerk. No, service manager, psychologist, babysitter.
There you go. A little bit of everything.
Nutritionist.
You're a nutritionist.
Food philanthropist.
There you go. Service manager, babysitter, a little bit of everything. Okay, I got you. So, and complainer. She said complainer. So, anyway, we're here at American Import and Auto Repair. It's a fun place. Home of the free loaner car program. All right, oil changes. We always talk about that. It's kind of your forte. And folks out there be bopping around with, you look at that thing, we'll get it the next time. We can go another 1,000 miles. You ride around dirty oil, that's not good, right?
That's not good. That's like wearing dirty underwear. You just don't want to do it. I mean, I mean, it's very important in your car that you have the right viscosity, that you don't ignore stuff like that, because what happens is your vehicle, it keeps your vehicle cool, it keeps everything lubricated, and it keeps everything safe. And if you got cruddy oil, or you got oil that's gummed up, it can make everything work extremely hard, which inevitably, I can't say that word right now, more gas mileage, harder on the vehicle, can cause some serious damage. You know, a $30, $40, $50 oil change is a whole lot cheaper than a motor. You know, seen that happen where folks skip oil changes and you get oil sludging and have to pull the motor, tear into the motor and decarbon the motor and desludge the motor, and some cases damages the motor beyond repair.
So if you're driving around dirty oil and cold temperatures like we had last week down to the teens and 20s,
it's hard on
it's tough on an engine, isn't it?
It is tough. It is tough because you don't get proper lubrication, and you know, cold months, you know, the two things we see is, and I've said this many times, is when it gets really hot, we see deterioration, and then when it gets really cold, you see deterioration from oil to batteries, all kinds of systems.
Let's talk about that too, because I had one replaced not too long ago. I had me a gosh, what kind of battery I have put in here?
Probably an AC Delco.
AC Delco battery. Yep, got my battery, and it kept going out doing that stuff and click, 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 click. And I was, uh-oh. So I limped down here. They popped in. And he said, "You got battery troubles, Hoss. New battery, ready to roll." And hot weather does it, but cold weather will sap a battery, won't it?
Oh yeah, yeah. Nothing like going out on a 5-degree morning to go to work and find out your battery's dead. Then
that kind of starts the day off, doesn't it?
Yeah. Then you're trying to figure out who's going to jump start it, or if you got something. And then your neighbor that's mad at you because you think grass clippings in his yard, he won't come over and help you. Or if if you're running around with your shirt with hot oil on you, he gets upset. So not that that's ever happened to me. I'm just saying.
This could happen. Didn't happen to him though.
Yeah, no. I'm hairy.
Fire that thing up and it doesn't work, and get a new battery. So oil changes and batteries. Folks have until Friday at 5 o'clock to get their vehicle serviced where they head off to wherever they're headed, grandma's house or somebody's house.
Over the river and through the woods.
What have you typically been working on over the last week or so with folks?
Oh, gosh.
A little bit of everything?
Let me think. First Bay got a Mitsubishi. Matter of fact, got a Mitsubishi back there. They had an oiling issue. They didn't change it as frequently, and guess what? We caught it with no oil in it. Motor damage. We're going to probably end up putting a motor. I've got just got done with alignment. The little guy was waiting here, and a list of things. Got a fleet vehicle back there being worked on. I got another vehicle getting some pads and rotors and brake service. Just trying to think what I got going on. I have to always be thinking about it.
So that's the kind of things they work on here at American Import Auto Repair. It's in between Johnson City and Jonesville, right here on the 4-lane, as they say, and it's easy to find. The phone number is 913-3111.
Yeah, they say the camera adds 100 pounds. I agree with that.
There you go. So,
anyway, I'm numb. I try to ignore it. Just tune it down.
She's just rattling away.
Have you ever had a little kid that you want
I don't know if you can hear it.
And you want to whip them, but mom and dad's standing there?
I don't know if you can hear her or not. She's been non-stop dialogue over here the whole time in my ear.
Yeah.
So, bless her heart.
So what do you? Hey, you've been asking us about Christmas. What do you want for Christmas?
I've got it.
Huh?
I've got them all.
What do you got?
I don't want anything. Got everything. Got my health. Got my health. If I fall over dead, I'm going to be in heaven, so I got everything I want.
That's a pretty good deal, isn't it?
Yeah.
You got good fire insurance. It's all good.
Got the good fire insurance, so I seriously, I don't want anything. Not one thing I want.
You sort of sound like me. My wife and I had this long conversation. It's like, what are we going to get each other for Christmas? We bought a nice bedspread, which is really cool. That's what we bought each other. And I said, we get everything. So we're blessed enough that we get pretty much what we want. I mean, our needs are met. And I want to bar up, I go buy. I don't have to wrap it up for Christmas. I mean,
there you go.
So,
and the older I get, the more I hear people dealing with health issues. I'm thinking, I got my health and get up and walk out of here. I know that sounds cheesy, but
no, that's legit. I mean,
it's a pretty simple thing. Just keep doing this show and appreciate my health the good Lord gives me.
Amen.
I'm a simple man. So, American Import Auto Repair. One thing I did last time I got my oil change, I had to come back down and get a radiator flush. Now, what does that do? If I don't come back down and do it, what happens? And kind of step me through a radiator flush.
Well, it's important because over a period of time, your car will start to deteriorate the coolant. Most vehicles, it's it needs to be checked periodically. We do it every oil change. Right now, especially, we check the freeze point with a hydrometer to make sure it's 30 to 40 degrees below zero. Because again, one of those things is I've had folks come in here and we check it and it's 30 degrees, and we take a hydrometer and it's you get a good cold morning that goes under 32 degrees. Guess what happens? It can freeze.
Mm-hmm.
And I have seen situations in the past where somebody comes in and they went to Cooter Bob Joe at another shop and they put a water pump on, and guess what they did? They didn't put antifreeze, they put water in it. And then it gets 5 degrees outside and bam, you got a busted motor. Another thing to consider, and I was going to say it earlier, check your four-wheel drive. If you got a four-wheel drive truck, it would shock you. 1 out of 5 people will go check, and it's like, oh, four-wheel drive doesn't work. Well, when it snows, you get 6 inches of snow on the ground. That's kind of important.
Yeah, why would it not work? What are typically some of the reasons?
Deterioration. Some vehicles are more susceptible. You may have a actuator that's, you didn't realize it's not been used in 5 years, and you go out and it's electrical, it's shorted and deteriorated, and fluid. I've had them where they say, oh, it's making a banging noise. Well, it doesn't have any fluid in because you've been, customers taking it to Cooter Bob Joe and he does the oil change and they don't check those things. It'd shock you, brother.
You do a lot of, how would you say this? Back home they call it licking the cab. You do a lot of fixing other people's problems that come in, right?
We find in this industry it's tough enough because people don't trust technicians, and I understand. I've been there. I've been on the other side of the counter years ago, but we see a lot of things. It's like, oh Lord, why do people even do this? Really, It's some scary stuff. I won't mention names, but
no,
it's
You guys been here for what?
15. I think he's been
15 years.
He's been here a long time. I've been here 8, and he's been here a lot longer than me.
So you see on the door the ASC Blue Seal of Excellence, because that tells you can trust these folks, unlike Cooter Bob Joe's, the old Shade Tree Mechanic. So tell us the importance of being, how many you got in here now? 3?
Yes.
Techs?
Yes.
Blue Seal Tech. Tell me about that before we go.
Well, it's important because my guys have went through stringent testing to make sure they know what they're doing. They're not just playing mechanic. They have to sit down and they have to test. And then let me tell you, it's tough. These guys go through some pretty stringent testing to verify their ability. Jake's a level 1, level 2, level 3 specialist, and he's got all kinds of certification. And you have so many in the shop that allows you to be a Blue Seal shop. That's tough to do, and I'm very proud of it because it means I got guys here that know what's going on.
It's the name of the game.
Yeah.
It's called trust. And anything you want, any kind of work done on anything, whether it's a refrigerator or a roof or your car, you want somebody you can trust. They know what the heck they're doing. So
it'd be like going to me for brain surgery. That wouldn't be smart.
No, not this.
I've seen it on TV, but you don't want me doing it.
No,
I might mess up.
Saw his lovely bride at the Lamplight Theater a couple of weeks ago. She was taking up tickets for the Victorian Christmas program.
Yeah.
She said, "You know my husband." I said, "Oh yeah, who's your husband?" She said, "Big Sexy." I said,
"She said it like that?"
Yes, she did. She right to that little
prideful?
window. Right to that. She was very proud of the fact that she has your ring. She says, "That's my guy, Big Sexy." I said, "Okay,
Good.
all right." So there you go.
See, I'm blessed.
There you are. I thought, well, I had no clue. She wanted to make sure she knew that I knew that she was happily married to Big Sexy. There you go. There you go.
I must be doing something right or something anyway.
There you go. Merry Christmas to you, Doc.
Merry Christmas.
Yep. That's our buddy, and that would be the way to wrap up this show. My man, Scott Hyde, here again at American Import and Auto Repair and home of the free loaner car program here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Taking tomorrow off, and we'll be back in the saddle Wednesday. Chick-fil-A giving away those tickets to the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl in Atlanta, Georgia. Thursday will be a Champion Chevrolet. Friday, we're trying to figure out what we're going to be doing on Friday. We're going to be taking next week off for sure. And we'll shut her down next week, guarantee that, I know that, and pick back up and come back ready to roar the brand new year and a brand new show. All kinds of cool stuff going to be coming in 2018, including race tickets to Bristol Motor Speedway. And so we're going to take, again, next week off and pick back up on January the 2nd. But, hey, we'll be back on Wednesday at Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City, where you still can get qualified to win 2 tickets and meals to the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl on New Year's Day. Auburn and Central Florida squaring off in Atlanta at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Place a mobile carryout order or catering order, including trays. They get you qualified. Plus other ways to enter found on Facebook and Instagram at simply going CFAJC. And again, The phone number to call the Chick-fil-A we deal with in the Crossings in North Johnson City is 952-0031. Thanks to Sean Whitten, head football coach of the Elizabethton Cyclones, owner Tim Smith at American Import and Auto Repair. Joe Vento was along talking about the new hire, Randy Sanders, the new head football coach of the Buccaneers of East Tennessee State. Mike Hedrick, the NASCAR fans reporter in Northern Virginia, always a super job. Also, our buddy Scott Hyde, just now the service manager here, and of course the young lady who deals with the public. She's the first face you meet and greet when you come in the door, Misty Brown here at American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, between Johnson City and Jonesboro on the 4-lane. Out of time, we sincerely thank you for yours. Back in the saddle tomorrow, or rather Wednesday, at Chick-fil-A The Crossings in North Johnson City. Until then, we say, as always, we dedicate this show to the man who hung on the cross. This is his show. We unashamedly have our fingers in his belt loops and hanging on. Wherever he wants to take us, we're ready to go because this is his show. And again, we're wrapping up show number 655 here today from American Import and Auto Repair. Until Wednesday at 11 o'clock from Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City, this is Tom Taylor telling you, as always, win or lose, be a good sport. So long, everybody.